Hi people, so tonight for dinner I am making a rustic pasta chicken dish that is made in the northern part of Spain up by Portugal area, and this is a typical dish from there. I don't know the exact name of it, but here we go. So the first step is to take your chicken and to cut it into smaller pieces. This is a half of a chicken that I just cut up in smaller pieces. So I'm going to take the raw chicken and put it in olive oil to brown. So this is not like the typical chicken breast that you buy or chicken thighs in a tray. This is basically a whole chicken that was cut up in pieces by myself. So the pieces may be a little bit uneven, but you want to get these all in here. Make room for everybody. I got one more piece, two more pieces here. All right, so I'm gonna get that nice and browned up, and then I'm gonna start adding the rest, some more ingredients. Just gonna season the chicken with a little bit of salt and pepper. Just like that. All right, that's pink Himalayan salt, and this is just regular black pepper. So the chicken is pretty browned. It's not cooked all the way through, but it's pretty browned. So now I'm gonna cover this with water. I have 1 envelope of this sazon Goya that I'm going to pour in here. And now I'm going to cover the chicken completely with water. Just like that. And now I'm going to put it on 6 medium heat. I'm going to cover it. If you have white wine, now is the time that you put the white wine in. But I'm going to cover this and I'm going to bring it up to a simmer, and it's going to simmer until the chicken is pretty much done. And then we move on to the next step. So this step, I'm also going to add to the water some cured ham. This is optional. You don't have to put this in, but it gives it really, really, really good flavor. You can find this at Italian markets, Spanish markets, Portuguese markets, maybe some other markets like, I'm sure a Whole Foods has it, but I'm sure it's really expensive there. But you just need a little bit. Like, what is this, 2 ounces maybe? It's 2 slices that I cut up. And I'm just gonna put that in here. And it's just gonna give it really good flavor. And I'm going to bring this up to a simmer, and I'm going to let it simmer for a good 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I don't know. I'm going to test it with the fork to make sure the chicken's done, because that's when you're going to move on to the next steps. Okay, so now this has been simmering for about 15 minutes. I'm going to take a cup of frozen peas, and I'm going to put that in there. This smells so good. I wish you could smell that. Okay, so now I'm going to cover this. I'm going to let it simmer for another 15 minutes just to warm up the peas, and then I'm going to put the pasta in. This has come up to a boil after I put the frozen peas, so now I'm putting in the pasta. Just plain old spaghetti. You can use rigatoni. You can use bow ties. If you don't have pasta, you can use cubed raw potatoes. You cut them up in cubes. But pasta, spaghetti is the best. But basically, you just need a starch. So now I put the raw pasta in, and I'm gonna let this cook for about 6 minutes. It's gonna simmer for about 6 minutes. I'm gonna cover it, and I'm gonna turn the heat down to about a 5, which is like a medium. And we're gonna let that cook and simmer for about 6 minutes, and then we'll check it to see, make sure the pasta's done. Okay guys, it has been simmering for a good 12 minutes after I put the pasta in. Actually, sorry, 10 minutes. And look at that. The pasta's perfect. The chicken is totally tender, cooked through. We got the frozen peas in here that are nice and soft now. This is ready to eat. And I have some bread in the oven that we're gonna dip in the sauce as we're eating. Delicious. Look at that delicious plate of pasta with chicken and peas. This is gonna be so tasty. Can't wait to, oh, it's burning hot. That is so good. That is so good. And look at that nice light broth down there. You know what you do with that? You get a piece of nice crusty bread and you dip it in that sauce. Just like that. Look at that. So good. You seriously need to try this. This is so good. Look at that tender chicken. Oh my God. You have to try this, seriously. So delicious. Rustic cooking at its finest.